Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. Today we have a knife to unbox coming in from Sitivien Knives, and this is a knife that I requested to check out because I feel like this could be a hidden gem in the EDC fixed blade world. We're going to find out. If you like knife and EDC content, you're in the right spot. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I release daily videos, and hit the thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people. Let us know what you are carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. Love seeing what you guys are carrying for the day. So we have very simple packaging, but that is not a huge deal because that's going to help keep the cost of this knife a little bit lower, right? Instead of going with fancy packaging, they just go with a basic box and nothing special going on inside. But we do have our knife, which is a good thing. So this is going to be the Sitivien ST14. And they use a numerical order for their knives. And I wanted to check this one out because I felt like this could be a hidden gem for the EDC fixed blade world. Now this is going to be a little bit more on the robust end, but we do have a nice slim taco style sheath, and seeing the blade, seeing the materials, and then the sheath, I told the owner of Sitivien, I think this could potentially be a hidden gem that needs to be seen. So I requested it, AUS 10 steel, and no, it's not a super steel, but AUS 10 is going to have good edge retention. It's going to be very tough. Might not be the most corrosion resistant steel, but we have a nice stonewash finish on here. And to be brutally honest, I've had countless knives in AUS 10 and never had any issues with corrosion. Now, if you live in an extremely humid area, then, you know, maybe I would pause. But unless that's a situation you run into often, I think you're going to be in pretty good shape. So 7.5 inches overall. We're looking at 3 1/8 of cutting edge, and then to the handle from the tip, we're looking at 4 1/4. So being as this is, well, I guess it's more like 7 5/8. So it's still under 8 inches. And I usually say 6.5 to 7.5 for someone who is just getting started. Maybe they don't have anything at all in regards to an EDC fixed blade. I recommend 6.5 to 7.5 as far as your overall length. Now, this coming in just over 7.5, I still think this is going to fit the bill depending on what you're looking for. You can see the nature of this blade stock and the handles here. This is going to be a little bit more robust of a fixed blade. But what I enjoy about this particular size, the 7.5 inch, is I can get a full grip on this handle. I wear an XL glove. So if you have small, medium, large hands, you're going to be just fine. And this is perfect. Nothing more, nothing less. I can get a full grip and it's comfortable. We have G10 that's been textured, heavily textured, I might say. We have some micro texturing done inside these ridges. Scales are held on by 2 torque screws there, and then we do have a lanyard hole for the lanyard fans. Now, this knife is going to come in under $40. I'll have it linked down below in the description. I think you're almost getting a complete package here. The fixed blade, I think, is going to be a good size, a good profile, and good materials. The sheath is going to be as minimal as you pretty much can get when it comes to a fixed blade. The taco style sheath, you don't have that pancake sheath, so you're not dealing with that extra flange. And this should accept a variety of scout straps, ulti-clip, deep carry clips, and it also fits a tech lock. So this coming with a tech style lock like this, This gives you the ability to put this on your belt horizontally or vertically. Now, I would recommend, if you're looking at something like this or you're looking at this knife, I would recommend, if you're buying this, buy this knife, and then whether you want to carry it in your pocket or maybe you want to carry it scout style on your belt, but you don't want to use the bulky tech lock, you want to go with scout straps, I would recommend picking up an ulti clip or a set of scout straps when you get this, and you're still going to be under like $50 to $55. Now, you might say, well, I can get this for 70 or I can get this for 60. Yeah, there are certain knives, and we're going to be coming into 2025 here, and I think we're going to see an abundance of EDC fixed blades just flood the market throughout 2025. I've been saying that for months, and it seems like it's going to be that way. But that is a good thing because options are key. Now, if you're not looking for a minimal, small EDC fixed blade, you're looking for something that's going to be able to handle pretty much whatever you're going to throw at something like that, this is where this knife is going to come in, I feel like. Because not only can you put this in your pocket, and I'll bring out an example of a knife that I routinely put in my pocket, and that is going to either be what I have here is the Asher Fixie or the Asher Lil Buddy. You're going to see these are relatively, now, they're relatively the same length. The Sitivien is just going to be a little bit more robust. So very similar in their length, very similar in the tallness of the sheath. The Sitivien is just a little bit taller, not by much though. And it's just a little bit more robust than maybe just a casual EDC. So I feel like this Sitivien would be falling in line with that crossover fixed blade. Something you could use as an EDC, something you could use around the camp, something you could use outdoors, right? Something you can be a little bit more you can be tougher on this fixed blade than some, especially with this coming in AUS 10 steel. You have that nice tough steel. It's going to hold an edge for a decent amount of time, especially if the AUS 10 is treated right, which I think Sitivien does a good job with their D2, their AUS 10, their 14C. So I don't feel like we're going to have any issues in regards to their AUS 10. Not to mention, I have two of their larger fixed blades in AUS 10, and let me tell you, people saying that AUS 10A steel is tough, they are not joking. It is some tough stuff, and I think people who just don't know give AUS 10 a bad rep just because they don't know. It's not classified as a super steel, and then therefore it's not good. And I just don't think that's the case. Anyone who uses AUS 10 or has used AUS 10, I think will tell you it's a good steel given certain price points. I know that's the opinion of some because I've talked with other people about AUS 10 and how, you know, what do they think of it, how it's performed for them, and they pretty much confirmed what I thought, that it's a pretty good steel. It's right up there with, in some regards, as far as the level of the steel, I'd put it right up there with VG10, with 154, and in some cases outperform VG10 and 154, but in other areas maybe not, like the corrosion resistance factor, right? So you take some, you give some. It depends on what you're ultimately trying to do with the fixed blade and where you're located. So I knew this fixed blade was coming, and I planned on putting a scout strap on this sheath right here. So not only will I be able to throw this right on my belt with a scout strap, I have a tech lock if I'm ever going to use this outdoors or anything like that. And taking that tech lock off of here is going to lessen the weight by quite a bit. And I can show you guys that here in a moment. But Sitivien is a company similar to Grow when it comes to their fixed blades. They just do a really damn good job and don't charge a ton of money for it. I mean, Grow, you know, you can say what you want about their folders or whatever, but their fixed blades are absolutely money. I don't check out a lot of their folders, but their fixed blades are money. And Sitivien, their folders I find to be very good for the money, and their fixed blades are even better in a lot of cases. This thing is comfortable. It really reminds me of a certain fixed blade. You know, everything is, you know, from something else before it, right? But there's something on my mind, and I can't remember what it is, but I really like this profile. Well, this isn't the knife I'm thinking of, but it's kind of, in essence, a larger Asher Fixie, a more robust Asher Fixie. This isn't the knife I was thinking of, but it definitely can fit in this place. That's almost exactly what it is, but not quite what I was thinking, but could definitely fill the bill. This ST14 is almost a more robust Asher Fixie, and this is one of my favorite EDC fixed blades in existence. And you can just see here, it's very similar. It's just a little bit more robust. Now, what is this thing going to weigh, you know, with the tech lock and all that? Now, this does have a nice thumb ramp to kick the blade out. Good click in, so good retention. Little bit of wiggle, but nothing. Yeah, nothing. I think that's actually the tech lock, probably just jiggling around. I don't think that's the sheath. The sheath fits good, or the fixed blade fits good in the sheath. Good retention is exactly what we're looking for. Very good. Let's check the weight. And I believe I have a spare tech lock sitting here. So we'll see what a tech lock actually weighs. So the fixed blade itself coming in at 5.85. The sheath and tech lock, we're looking at 9 ounces. So let's pause there for a moment. And so the sheath itself with the textile lock is at 3.1. And when you get into the world of fixed blades, you'll realize, oh, there's different sizes of textile locks. You can see this one here is a little bit smaller. The one that's going to come on the Sitivien is more like this feller here, this larger one, which is a 3-hole pattern, where the smaller one is a 2-hole pattern. Now, this might not be identical. It should be very close. The sheath is at 3.1 with the tech lock. The tech lock is 2 ounces. So if you add or you take away the tech lock that's on there, 2 ounces, that can make a big deal. Let's add a scout strap. So we're at like 0.3. So you can potentially knock off almost 2 ounces. And these are like $10. I'll link these down below. You get 2. You can choose to use 2. You can choose to use 1, depending on, you know, it just depends on what you're trying to do. But so for under $50, you can score a EDC fixed blade with a tech lock and a set of scout straps under $50. I'd say that's a good start, a good solid package for someone who's looking to get started and you're looking for something a little bit more on the robust side of things. But this is going to be an easy knife to carry in and out of the pocket, minus the tech lock here. And so what does that ultimately end up being with just the, so we're at 5.85, and the Kydex is like, what, 1 ounce? So we're at 6. we're at like 6.8 or so, 6.9 with the Kydex sheath, the fixed blade, and the scout strap. So under 7 ounces, minus the tech lock. So that's not bad at all. That's still, you know, around the weight of like an AD10, but you're getting the capability of a very heavy duty fixed blade in this case with the sheath and the scout straps. You'll have to let me know. We're going to put this thing through some testing, not in this video, of course, but we are going to do some separate testing on this and just see how this knife performs. I'm very interested in this because I think this will do very well in an EDC roll, but I want to see how it fares if we were to put this in that crossover category. How would this fare in certain outdoor activities? I think certain things it would be very good. We'll have to definitely see about that. Let me know if you're interested in seeing the ST14 tested. I know a lot of people are interested in EDC fixed blades and fixed blades in general and just seeing them tested. I am as well. And with more time on my hands, hopefully I can accomplish that. That is my goal at least anyway. But that is the ST14 there. A nice little package, under $40, not bad at all. I'll have it linked down in the description. Let me know what you guys think. Love hearing from you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people. If you're new to the channel, I release daily knife and EDC content just like this. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and ring the bell. That'll notify you anytime I release new content. I'll put a couple of new videos on your screen right now. Go check one of them out for me. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.